Okay, what we're going to work on now is writing equations from word problems. This is probably one of the most difficult part of the test because you have to understand some English. Okay, but we're going to get around with that by understanding some of the equations. Okay, the most important thing is you have to know what your variable mean. What does the x mean? What does the y mean? What does the m mean? What does the a, whatever letter they use, okay, you have to know what it means. For linear problems, most of your linear problems is going to look like y equals mx plus b, okay? The number that you multiply, okay, it is usually always next to the variable. Okay, you got to remember to put those things together, okay? Quadratic problems are usually area problems. Okay, exponential problems, remember, are the y equals a times b to the x power. Okay, a, remember, is your starting point. Okay, and b is your growth factor, or growth or decay factor. Okay, sometimes they might make the problem look like this. Okay, this is the rate, okay? Sometimes it's plus, sometimes it's minus. This is your percentage. Okay, make sure you divide by 100. Okay, inequality problems, okay, are these, okay? Okay, this is greater than, this is less than, okay, this is, they'll use words like at most, and so they'll use words like at least for this one. Okay, there's other words we'll visit, okay, but these are the words they like to use. Yeah, let's do one more. Maximum, minimum. Okay, an architect is designing an office floor with n floors. Okay, so our n is floors that will have an FM radio antenna 15.85 meters tall on its roof. Each floor, remember the word each, okay? Each floor of the building will be 3.9 meters high. So remember, this is n, right? So this is, when you see the word each, you want to put those two things together. The 3.n, see, is floors, okay? Those things together, okay? And if you picture it, okay, these are the floors. You're building the floors, and then you put in an antenna on top. So you're going to add the antenna, okay? Okay, so 3.9, okay? We just did that. Okay, airline passengers pay $439 to fly to California. For this price, customers may check 2 pieces of luggage. There's a $25 fee for each additional, so anything more than 2, okay? So we know we need to have the 439, right? And then, now if you look at it, you don't pay for 2 of them, so you're going to subtract, okay? The word each and 25 are going to go together, okay? You're going to have to P stands for your luggage, okay? You have to subtract 2 for the first 2 free ones, okay? Free luggage. Okay, so when you're going to add this, okay, they just put it behind. Okay, so that's going to be our answer right there. Which situation can be, okay, the number of eggs, Y, in the designated for sale after 4 dozen eggs are sold. Okay. It doesn't tell you anything with where the 12 and the X goes together. 4 dozen is, remember, a dozen means 12, but the 4 and the 12 goes together. That's not, okay, the cost way of buying X movie tickets that sells for $8 each. Again, where did they get the 8 from? Okay, the cost Y after a $4 discount, okay, so that's minus 4 right there, because of the word discount, of buying X t-shirts that see 12 each and X. That looks good right there. The number of inches in a X foot tall tree after cutting off 4 inches. The number of inches in an X foot tall tree after cutting 4 feet. Okay. See, this says 4 inches. This says 4 feet. So that's why that's wrong. Okay, because you do have your 12x here, but this one should be, if it said 4 inches, this would be correct. But they use inches here, they use feet here. So that's why that one's wrong. Okay, so our best answer is C. Okay, I'm going to do a couple, okay. Let's not do this one because this is an inverse. We don't do inverse anymore on the star. Okay, so, okay, an organization has a monthly budget of X dollars. Okay, every month they spend $2,070 is spent on salaries. 1/4 of the remaining budget, okay, is spent on monthly activities. Which functions can be used to find the amount of dollars spent on? Okay, so that means I spent 2,400, right? 2,070. Okay, because you're adding more to your budget, but it's only 1/4 of it. That's okay, and that's where this comes part. Okay, so this one is a tricky one. Okay, now a family will travel 350 miles from their house in order to reach Dallas, Texas. Which inequality can be used to find all the possible values of T, the time it takes the family? T is the time it takes the family. Okay, R is the miles. Okay. You see the word at least? Okay, at least will give you, would be this. Okay, you're looking for time. Okay. Okay, the time it would take the family if they travel an average speed. Okay, remember, speed is equal to distance divided by time. Okay. So speed is distance divided by time. So if I want distance, I have to multiply speed and time together. Okay, so D is equal to ST But here they have everything as time, so I have to divide by s. Okay, so time is equal to the distance, which is 350, divided by the speed, which is r. Okay, a tennis player broke the old record for most matches won in a tournament by at least 2 matches. Okay, which inequality can be used to find? Okay, so that means he won it by 2 more, right? Okay, so R is the old record. Okay, so that means you're adding 2 more because he won it by 2. Okay, so now the other thing that we need to know is the word at least. Remember, at least is greater than or equal to. Okay, why don't you try this one on your own? Okay, you just gotta make sure 75% of the tickets to the Lord. Okay, so that means you have to do one thing that you have to do is multiply when it says 75% by the lower deck, which is this. Make sure you do this first. Okay, you should get 31.50. Okay, that's gonna help you figure out what the answer is. Okay, try this one on your own. One more.